All right, so morning's running a little bit slower than usual, but we're on the way to Sandia now. Just fueled up, got a couple extra buddies coming out that I work with, which is awesome. I got some buddies that are coming out just for ride-alongs, so it should be a great day. It's about 50 degrees out right now with a high of like 85, which is awesome. So the sun will be out. The 85 will definitely make me, utilize my second radiator and push it. We're just gonna kind of see how well the cooling does work with it. On top of that, my goal is to get into the 130 something, 139. My best lap last time was 145. I know the car is totally capable of it. I just was not confident with the brakes last time. So I got the EBC yellows all the way around. I did some testing. The car does brake way flatter than it has ever done. So I think we're onto something good here. Overall, run to 139, have a great time, car survive, and just have a good time with some friends. So I'm gonna see you guys out of the track. So I was super excited. You can't tell in the video, but I was definitely excited. My buddy next to me basically told me I ran a 140. So I immediately cut like 5 seconds off. New personal best, super stoked. And then I'm pretty sure I just overdrove the car. I got super excited. I was like, man, I got a 139 in the pocket. Let me just go after it. And I overdrove the car. And if you notice, I did say, I think once or twice in it that, you know, there's just too much power. I need to turn it down. That I'll comment on a little bit later, but here goes session 2. All right, so I had a young coworker in the car who was super thrilled, in case you just couldn't tell. He also drove his car at the event. He's got a GLI, I want to say it was. Overall, again, my fastest lap of that was another 140, and I couldn't be happier with that. Obviously, I'd like to get 3 140s in a row. And if you do notice, the coolant temp got a little bit higher that time, but my ultimate shutoff time is about 210. I'm trying to keep it, not even hitting 210, but 210 is where I'm just shutting the car down. But as you can see, I could keep doing laps, and I'm all right so far. Let's go to session 3.
139 something. I think the sandstorm's coming in now.
Yep.
lap one was this is the only way I can find to take this turn.
Oh, she's fighting, you got it. There's a couple of times the other one. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just blows through. Come on, baby. Come on, come on.
Beautiful.
Just hazing the tires.
Yep, yep. Looks to feel like you're hitting it.
Tires are done, dude. Brakes are so much better.
Oh, there you go, there you go. Load up, huh?
Sandstorm. I'm just rolling the windows up to.
All right, so for every track day, I kind of go through everything as I'm doing, you know, just a quick general maintenance of, are all the bolts tight, you know, just find any loose things. So for example, this brake line bolt up here is a little loose, so we're gonna tighten that again. Was it tight beforehand? Absolutely, it wasn't loose any other track days, but it's kind of worked its way loose. Again, I pretty much go over everything, just sort of check stuff, because it's definitely very harsh on the car. So upon taking the driver's side wheel off, looks like I got some kind of grease or something in there, but it's only right there on the wheel, and that's it. So looking, I don't really see anything, to be honest. There is some, looks like just kind of sand. Yep, probably just sand from the sandstorm that blew up on it. The actual fitting here is not leaking. The actual tie rod here, the boot on the axle, oh, we got a little bit there. Just gonna stuck my hand around it, and there it is in the bottom, so let's dive a little deeper into the axle here. All right, so more investigation here. Check out that cotter pin. It saved that castle nut from coming out. Why is that castle nut like that? I honestly don't know. It was not like that when I put it in, almost positive. But as you can see, it's sort of, again, you know, it's backing itself out, and the cotter pin saved it. So I'm gonna take that off, retorque that, and we'll be good. All right, so that wraps it up, and that was heat 3. I only got 3 heats because of that sandstorm. You kind of saw it at the start of that video, or the start of that clip, and at the end it just came in heavy. And I even sat around waiting, hoping it would go away. You know, that way I can get some more sessions in, but we lost about 2.5, 3 hours worth. But the positive side of all that was, my buddy Connor was like, hey man, it'd be awesome maybe to shoot your car with, you know, the sandstorm in the background. I was like, you know, let's just do it, you know, might as well. So I'm gonna show these photos here at the end, but they are my favorite photos to date. I super appreciate you, Connor, for taking these photos. I love the way the car looks and everything about it, everything that I've done to it. So that being said, heat 3, my second lap was actually my best overall lap out of all of them, 140 point something or other. It was on the screen. By the end of that third lap, I actually had to shut the car down. It hit 210, and I was like, all right, and I was probably 7/8 done. I was just about there. I was like, oh, I'll just finish it out, but there's no need, because it's just a practice session, and I want to say I hit 210. But by the time I'm done doing my cool down lap, that averages about 2, maybe 10-ish, the car's back down to 188, all the way down to 184, depending, you know, on whatever. So the car cools down pretty dang quick. But A little bit more work to do, and I think I'm gonna add a water mister. So like on that back straight, if I can just do a quick mist on the radiator each lap, I think the car will be super solid. So again, super happy with the way the car performed. I didn't get my 139 that I wanted, but I'm pretty sure I got it in the near future. The EBC yellow brakes were friggin' phenomenal versus what I had in the front and, you know, the AutoZone stuff I had in the back. So again, I'm learning something every single time I go out there. I've rewatched this footage over and over and over, and the number one thing I think I could take out of it is I coast a lot. And what I mean by that is, you know, I'm going at a turn and I just kind of shut down, no throttle, nothing. I'm just kind of coasting at it, or I'm just kind of blipping the throttle just to keep me moving a little bit. So I think I said it, you know, prior to this last track day, but I never did it. I already did it now. I turned the boost down. I need to do some pulls in the street and just kind of see what it ends up being. But the duty cycle on the boost controller was at 50 and the meth was at 52. Right now I put it at 40, and I'm probably going to put the meth at 41. I really want to give the meth a shot driving around the track and just see overall what it does. As far as, you know, I know it'll lower my IATs, but I want to see how it helps, you know, engine temp too. Along with, I think by just making less power, it'll do two things. One, it'll allow me to drive the car. If you notice, sometimes when I really get on it in third and I'm coming out of a turn, I kind of have to like scissor the wheel. The thing is an animal. It's just a lot to handle. It's a lot of power on these 205 tires going around, you know, turns and whatnot. So I think by me turning it down, I'll be able to give it more full throttle, and the car will just be tamer and easier to learn to drive. Which in return, then maybe eventually I can turn the boost up ever so slowly until I can, you know, wrangle her in. But I honestly do think with a lower boost setting, I can probably pull off, you know, I can pull off the 139 at a lower level. And again, I have not run meth, so with that being said, my meth was my 408 tune. I'm running around like on the 350 tune, so I'm hoping maybe give it like 10 pounds of boost. Maybe that'll be like 250 or something like that. And I think that's plenty. As far as the R888Rs, I really don't know if they're better or not than the Azenas. Obviously, the internet's got all kinds of things. What I will say is, by the third lap every single time, I do feel like the tires are slipping out for me a bit more than the Azenas did. And my Azenas were pretty used and beat up already. So I'm going to run these R888Rs again at the, you know, the actual time attack event that's coming up next on June 8th, I think, June 9th, June 6th, somewhere around there. I don't really plan on placing. I just, again, want to focus on myself on getting better at driving. And I think everything I keep learning every time I go out, you know, has allowed me to get better. I mean, I was just 5 seconds better, which I think is great. So if I can somehow get down to 135, that'd be phenomenal. You know, I'm not going to try for that. My main goal is just to at least maybe get all 3 laps as consistent time as possible versus a 140, 142, 141. Those are pretty close. But if I can get 3 laps in a row that are all 140s, that'd be awesome. Tapping into the 130 range would be fantastic. Again, a 139 is the goal. And each lap, I catch things that I am doing wrong, but I know I coast a lot. I could probably brake a bit later, and I need to throttle on a lot sooner. And I can tell people that advice, but when you're in the driver's seat, it's just totally, you know, it's just different when you're the one driving, I guess. But it is a freaking blast, and I cannot wait to the actual time attack, this next upcoming event. So, again, I appreciate everybody for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.